brick.
It's the first episode of the Brick by Brick podcast, man. Brick by Brick, man. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. My name is Dave Jones. But first, let's just introduce who's here. It's Dave Jones, and then I'm going to go ahead and let my man introduce himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jordan Dam, owner of Dam Performance and real estate agent at Windermere Bold.
Yes, sir. So, welcome to Brick by Brick, y'all. It's like a fusion of sports, music, culture, crypto, real estate with an investing slant. We're just talking about culture. We're talking about everything. Me and George is gonna, always have just guests coming through. We want to focus on those areas, though. We feel like there's a lot to talk about that are all related in real estate and investing and sports and culture and music and all the things. So whether you're an athlete, you're an investor, you're in the sports and entertainment culture, you're someone eager to learn investing or anything like that, or just learn about how others found success at the highest levels, like Brick by Brick is your blueprint. It's your blueprint for turning ambition into action. Like, that's what we're here for too. So you're going to be able to tune in. You're going to hear from industry leaders, trendsetters, rising stars, hoopers, athletes, crypto people, financial people. Like, we're just trying to bring anyone on that wants to talk, just talk and just chat and talk about whatever, and then also talk about crypto or investing or just something that's leveling you up, and so you can build it up brick by brick. So we're trying to give you the blueprint to just build brick by brick. And so that's what brick by brick means to me, and that's what the show is about. So every brick tells a story, so let's tell yours. You know what I'm saying? So that's brick by brick. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to lift this off. We've been talking about this for hella J-Dam.
Man, it's been what, like at least 2.5 years.
For real.
Man, we've been talking about how, like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
It has been, man. We've been, I was talking about this on the last podcast, so the Inside of Bold podcast. So this is powered by Windermere Bold, by the way. And I'm owner of Windermere Bold. J-Dam it's also in collaboration with Dam Performance. Talk about Dam Crowd Therapy, man. What's that about?
Just health and wellness, man. Black owned, family owned, health and wellness. One of the only ones in the area. Actually, we had one of the first 10 Everest chambers in ever. But we got full body cryo, red light therapy, infrared saunas, compression therapy. We try to really bring health and wellness back to the town and make it affordable. So
that's what's up, man. Yeah, and I told you, like, you got my word, man. I'm doing cryo this year, bro. Like, this is the year where I'm gonna, like, get a sub and just, I need it, man. Like, these hoop sessions, bro. Like, we just ended our session with the 24-8 league. Shout out to the 24-8 league, by the way. Yeah, y'all 24-8 league, y'all niggas need to go ahead and tap in here too. Yeah, this is a different podcast, as you've kind of already know. The energy's gonna be different. It's gonna be another space where we gonna cuss a little bit. We gonna say some stuff. Like, it's a little more loose over here.
You go real organic.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just finished the 24-8 league, bro, and like, I'm hurt. My back hurts. I got plantar fasciitis. My shoulder, I hacked somebody and my shoulder hurts. Like, I can't, like, I'm always a walking wounded. Like, the week after, I got to just not work out at all and just like not do nothing. And
how many games you guys play?
Man, we started in November, I think. So we ran every Sunday from early November to just now. So probably, I don't know, 10, 12. 12 games, something around there. Like, when you add in preseason, the regular season, there was like 8 teams, I think. So you play most of them, and then you got playoffs. Every playoff is a best of 3. So we just played 4 games in 2 weeks. So like, I'm not built for 2 games in one day, bro. Like, I'm 46. This is not, I can't do it no more, man. I can't. So so I'm doing cryo, man. I'm gonna do cryo. This is the year I'm breaking in. So I know
you ain't gonna regret it.
I already know, man. Well, man, let's get into these stories real quick, man. Like, so what are you on? What are you hearing about? What you on? What you thinking about?
I mean, the biggest stuff I've been noticing is just some of these NIL deals. The AJ Dybantsa said it's $7 million for his freshman season.
Yeah. Do you, like, me and Ryan were talking about that the other day. Actually, yesterday, Ryan was in here and he's like, man, I don't know. Like, you know,
his stuff is like, it's $5 million from the school guaranteed. And then after that, the rest is coming from like Red Bull and Nike, but $7 million as a freshman.
Yeah.
Crazy.
$7 million is crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I got a hot take on that. I think that, I feel like that's a play for Danny Ainge, like at Utah. So he gets to BYU, obviously, like there's ties there. You know, Danny Ainge went to BYU. He's the Utah, you know, GM or whatever.
Yep.
And Danny moves different, man. Like that dude is shrewd. Like if there's one thing he knows how to do is to collect talent and build a team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he don't got he in Utah, since he's a Utah boy, like there's no pressure. You know what I mean? It's not like you in LA and you Rob Pelinka, like, hey, Laker Nation, every move you make is being watched. Like it's not like that in Utah. So I feel like he's like setting up the play to either get Cooper or both.
Yeah. No, for real. Yeah, for real.
That's how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
But do you feel like NIL, like, do you feel like it's too much? Do you feel like it's too much for him, or?
I mean, I think it's dope that you get paid off your likeness and everything, but I think it's just I think it's better for the player, but also I think it's just making it tough for the coaches, for the good coaches, like the old school, like Roy Williams and Coach K, those type of guys. I mean, it's hard to really be on a player's head and push him to be good when he's making a mill, you know, like
that's true.
It's like before when it's like, that's your step to get into the league and, you know, getting what you want. Now it's like, a lot of players, if they're getting cussed out in practice, they're just entering the transfer portal and seeing who bids the highest. And I feel like that makes it tough on the old school. I think the only older coach that is good with it now is probably Calipari, because his goal is already to get guys paid and ready for everything. But I think it makes it hard for the coaches in terms of like trying to keep players. It's going to be hard to have a senior guard that's been there for 4 years like it used to be. Like it's not going to be
for real. I do think that they made the right move with the 2 years, so the eligibility, so you can go to JUCO for 2 years, and then you can still keep your 4. I think that's going to change the whole like dynamic, because you could honestly have a whole college career and get paid, and that's your hoop career. Like you could treat that like, all right, I'm going to go to JUCO and just get my game right.
No, for sure.
And I still got 4.
Exactly. Still got 4. And you can, at your JUCO, you can almost try to build like a little fan base. You know what I'm saying? I think back when we were younger, it was almost like, hey, stay off of social media and focus on hoop. Now it's like, if my kids are nice in high school, you have to have social media and you have to grow it, because that's leverage now for when you're trying to pick a school. It's like, nah, they're going to pay you more money if you got 50,000 followers versus if you have, 2,000. So, I mean, I feel like it's leverage, it's marketing, it's everything.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, well, it's kind of like, for me, like I've always felt like the NCAA is already an amateur, like it's already an amateur pro like situation. I was always saying that, but they want, or no, I'm sorry, like a semi-pro situation. Like they were acting like, oh, the students and students. I'm like, bro, the students is like, I don't know if y'all have rolled with a team, but I've rolled with the teams before, and they be rolling nice. Like, the meals they eat, the travel, like the big teams.
Like you don't gotta pay for no food. Like you're getting everything when you're on the road, and you get everything in the cafeteria. Now it's like you get a meal on top of that.
You can't tell me nothing at that age. You give me that kind of money, man.
It's over. I'm pulling up to practice with a big bust down.
And that's like the extreme case. I mean, I think there's other cases at like other schools where I think that's the extreme. Like you might more see, you might see like 200,000 or 300,000. You know, like I think you're going to see more of that, like 100,000. The ones that get the headlines obviously are like AJ.
Yeah, crazy ones.
I think that you can see more like, that's more commonplace. If I had to guess, 300,000, something like that. Yeah. Still, that's cake, man. Like I'm trying to. So like, I hope, and that's one of the whole points of this podcast is like, if there's dudes that's getting money like that, but like, do you know what to do with it? Like, where do you go with that money? Do you put it in here? Do you put it over here? Like,
exactly.
And there's going to be all kinds of people like coming at you with ideas, and they got, like all kinds of business ventures and stuff like that you can put it in, but
no Diddy,
but just trying to figure out like where you going with it.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's dope. Hey, what you think about this one? Let me bring this up real quick. So what you think about, what's his name? Your guy.
Oh,
You see that? What you think about your guy, man?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he's wildin'. And I fuck with Drake, but he's wildin'. Like,
I fuck with Drake heavy, but bruh, like Drake files federal lawsuit accusing UMG of defamation over promotion of Kendrick. I think he has a point. Like, no, I'm not saying he doesn't have a point. So Drake is moving forward with his legal battle against his own record label, filing a federal lawsuit. This is from January 15th on NBC News. NBC News, bruh.
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
Jake is moving forward with his legal battle against his own record label, filing a federal lawsuit against Universal Music Group, alleging it defamed him by spreading a false and malicious narrative when it promoted Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. So, and it goes on to talk about, like, the lawsuit repeats some of the claims that Drake made against. So he actually filed a petition in November, and then now now it's actual lawsuit. You know what's crazy too? So, what's crazy about this whole situation is he's dragging the streamers into it too. So they're named in the 81-page like lawsuit. I'm going, yo, like, yeah. And the crazy part is, shout out to the Laker Lounge. I'll have the Laker Lounge on here too, Fred and all them boys, because we got some owls in there. C-Wall, my guy C-Wall's an owl, and he's Drake to the fullest. And so, like, what we were talking about the streamers, and I'm talking about academics. To me, is getting out. He was out of pocket with being like, "Yo, LeBron, you're cheating on your wife." Like,
he's wild.
To me, when you're calling a nigga out his name like that on like on just a whole, like, when you're calling him out his name like that, bro, you know how long they've been married? Like, that's what I'm saying. An institution. Like, you crossed the line there. To me, like, you can talk about Braun all you want or whatever. You can elude to things. You can even elude to things. But when you call them out and say it that directly, and you're a person that has no idea what that union and what that what the work that's been put in for that marriage, and kids, like, you crossing the line, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to see me. Easy. You do that, you're gonna have to see me, bro. Like, we're when I see you, it's gonna be up.
No, yeah. When I saw him post that, I was like, he's corny, man. I don't know if he's trying to do it for clicks. Either way, he's just a weirdo for doing that.
Yeah, like, I just felt like that was a little too much. Like, if you want to talk shit or whatever, that's cool. But, like, and then the Drake thing, like, I feel like with Drake, man, like, it feels like he's either he's setting this up for the Anita Max Win tour, which I need him to, because I need him to pump my bags. We'll talk about crypto later, but I do got some Anita Max Win token, and I need him to pump my bags. Pause. Like, but I feel like this is kind of, because the whole premise of Anita Max Win is I need a max win, and he does need a max win right now. For those that don't know, he's going to have a short tour in Australia, and it's called Anita Max Win Tour, and it's going to be in Australia of all places. While Kendrick's around this time doing the Super Bowl, like, he's doing the World Cup. Drake's fans will tell you that he's, like, big and he's out of here in his numbers, and we all agree, we know that, like, but it's just how he's moving is crazy, like, playing victim and just you started the fight, bro. Like, if you didn't do that, that's one thing.
Exactly.
I don't know. As a Drake fan, how do you feel about that? Like, because I'm a fan of his music, but, like, at first, like, I don't fully understand why the lawsuit. And playing victim. It's like Drake's songs were dope though. Like, they were hard, but Not Like Us was just a hit. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what he said in the song. It's a hit. He happened to call you a pedo in the song. Like, my kids be singing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that sucks. I get it from Drake's like, that sucks. Like, all right, you say you're not a pedo and someone's calling you that. I get it. But it's like, you started a rap beef. It's really anything goes. Like, they're going to say hurtful shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't come and fucking sue everyone. Yeah. That's what I don't like. It's like, and then you're suing the stream. You're suing reaction vids. Like streamers reaction vids. Crazy. And stuff. And it's like, man, just keep them out of it. Like he had RDC Dreams in there. Shaq is the Shaq Bull. He had Kai Sanat. Like, he was naming everybody but Adden Ross
exactly
academics. Like I was like, bro, you're going against all the dope streamers that aren't like corny. Like I just feel like that's, I don't know, man. I just feel like how he's moving, like, just proves Kendrick's point of, like, you're not like us. Like, you're not of the hip hop culture and of the ilk of hip hop. Like, where hip hop dudes ain't doing, like, they might do this in the background. Like, do it in the background. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not opposed to you. What he's trying to say is valid in some ways. And don't act like that didn't happen for you when you was doing Meek wrong and calling him out. You know what I mean? Don't act like that ain't.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I just feel like when you really get to see who someone is when something's not going their way after they've had their way a long time and now it's not going your way and this is how you respond, bro. I've never seen this.
Exactly.
Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, I don't know. I just.
Like anything like, bro, all these celebrity fights, he should have just told him to put the gloves on or something.
Man, like, come on.
I would like to see that. Let throw the gloves on, man. Get on a little Jake Paul undercard or something.
That'd be fire. He might. He got a check because Kendrick's what, like 5'2"? So I mean, like he got a chance. Like
I would have, and Drake got way more reach than Kendrick in terms of like platforms and everything. I would have came out like, hey, see me. You're making up false narratives. See me. Don't be.
That's
scared.
what I said. When I heard Not Like Us, I was like, oh, bro, they got to get the gloves on. Like, that's what I said. I was like, oh, they got to fight. Like, they got to fight.
No, for real.
That's crazy.
Just, put the gloves on. Let's get paid off this and fighting this win-win. Get your anger out. Unless he gets beat up then too. Then file a lawsuit. If you get beat up on pay-per-view, he might have to do the Devin Haney and get Kendrick steroids.
Hey, speaking of, this is random, but what happened to Ryan Garcia, bro? Like, remember he was outside and now is he still making content and stuff? I don't follow him like that.
He just announced that he's about to fight in April. It sounds like he's about to fight Teofimo, and as a tune-up fight to fight Haney again. So Haney,
bro, Teofimo as a tune-up fight,
bro. What? Teo might beat up Haney.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's they announced it's gonna be like a 2-fight deal. So they're both gonna fight on the same card in like April or May on the same card. Then they're gonna go and fight in October against each other again. So like, because Haney was trying to sue him, so they agreed to drop the charges or something and fight as if Ryan took some type of test or whatever. So he agreed to it, and then now they're trying to do a fight in October in Saudi Arabia.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. I like that. I like the sound of that. Teofimo and Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, Ryan is like, I don't know if he's just trying to get them paydays right now, but he is not ducking nobody. He's not.
I feel that. I actually, I mean, I wouldn't be either if I was on peds and roiding up and doing whatever before.
Even his situation though, that even the PED situation was weird. It was like he got testing. I'm not saying he's not wrong, but he got testing all the way up to the fight, and then he only tested positive. What was it? The day of the fight. So if you're taking,
I don't know.
I mean, are you about to just be that guy off taking one day of Osteron, whatever the hell it is?
I don't know. He it seemed like he was off some other stuff too. Like,
oh, he's off.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just me. Yeah. I'm just watching how he's behaving. I'm like, damn, I've watched him for a while, and he's kind of getting off kilter here, like a little bit. I know he's trolling, and I know he's a content creator, all that, and I get to watch that all. But this seemed like a little, like that seemed like you're on a blender, bro. Like
it was more than trolling. Yeah. I mean, he was in fight camp, pulling to fights, down in beers, doing. It's like, man, come on now, you're that's just you.
Hey, I know coke drip when I see it. But I'm not allegedly.
Yeah. No, for real though. Like he was off that for sure.
Allegedly,
a couple of these fighters, even like I fuck with McGregor tough, but
yeah.
Allegedly, he's doing something for sure.
Allegedly, yeah, that's crazy. I'm looking forward to the fight game. I seen Tank finally putting some content out. That means we gonna see Tank. Like, yeah, the boxing, man. Boxing is UFC. Like, MMA took a lead in boxing, in my opinion, towards Mayweather's end of his career, because Mayweather was just so nice and nobody was touching him, but he was a defensive fighter, so it kind of I don't know, when the main dude is a defensive fighter, it's kind of like, and nobody can beat him. He's just nice like that.
Exactly.
But then now, and so UFC to me was like more exciting at that time. And then now though, boxing's been back, but like it's never left. But it's boxing is crazy now. Like all these fighters, and I like how Ryan Garcia ain't ducking nobody. I like how people are just fighting each other. Like that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how I look at it though. I mean, instead of you getting a couple little random easy W's and bad pay-per-view numbers, it's like go have a mega fight. Make 20 million, win or lose.
Facts.
Set your family. It's a win, in my opinion. Even if you
Facts.
like him losing to Tank, that's not a loss if you got 20, 30 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I mean, take that cake and buy some Bitcoin, or you know what I mean. Just do something.
Yeah.
But
real,
you can really flip
you really
that.
Don't gotta fight no more.
No, you really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you on, man? Like,
man,
what else you got?
Right now, let me see. I didn't finished all my shows and stuff. I've been listening to what else is it newest? I've been listening to new Lil Baby album.
Okay, how you feeling about that? How you feeling?
What is it? It's a different flow. It's definitely different. But man, I like it.
How you feel about? So here's one thing about that. I fuck with the Baby album too. I liked a couple joints that like, but the problem is Tweaker came out. The Jello joint.
Yeah.
And Jello was running up numbers and Baby just came out. I was like, how has Jello got more numbers than Baby? It's just
signed a record deal right after.
Yeah, and he just had motion. It was like so Baby's joint got like buried by LiAngelo Ball. Like that's how 2025 starting, bro. Like this is gonna be a weird year if that's how we're starting.
For real.
To me. Because I haven't given that Baby joint enough time, but I will though. Like,
no, yeah, he got a couple of on there that are hitters, but his last album just started to like that was one where it went from like me picking a couple songs to like I just played through it like it's hard.
Whole thing, the whole thing, yeah. The Jello, you like that? You mess with the Jello joint?
Yeah, I fuck with it. Especially in the gym or when I'm riding around. It's just a hitter.
Yeah.
One of them old school songs, like some shit.
It sounds just like it, man. It sounds just like it. And I'm going to be real. Like, if I were to take all the eras of hip hop, because I've been listening to hip hop since like the 80s, like mid 80s. If I was to take all the eras, that era was probably my least favorite. I'm just going to be real. Like Nelly, the sing-songy and the horns and all that, like it just wasn't my jam, right? But when I heard that song, it was so nostalgic and it took me back to that time that I enjoyed it so much. And so I think I like kind of low-key like appreciate it more now than I did at that point in time. So I don't know. So, but yeah, I love that joint. It's so catchy, man. Like I heard that, I was like,
no, for real.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah.
Or in that corner. Oh.
Yeah.
LaFar's 3 for 3, man. I don't know. He's 3 for 3 with it.
Yeah. He is. Did you see how the Ball Brother, like, so apparently that was written by Zoe and produced by LaMelo.
Yeah, they was all
and then that's crazy, man. Shout out to the Ball brothers, man. Shout out to LeVar Ball. He's
for real.
He don't get enough. He don't get enough credit, man.
No,
LeVar Ball don't get enough credit.
He could get a lot of credit for the NIL shit that's going on right now too. I mean, him in that league and going against the grain and having Melo do a different route. I mean, they had the NCAA had to do something because of what he was doing.
Yep.
Like
I agree.
He's a part of that. Yeah,
I agree. I think
they were trying to make
him his flowers.
He's fucking crazy, and it's like, nah, he believes in his damn kids. Like
that's what they do, man. And like, you know, and not only that, you had LaMelo hooping. He's all-star level right now.
Hooping.
So I mean,
he's number 1 in votes, I think, in the East right now.
I mean, come on, like
hooping.
The Balls are killing right now, man. Like and the crazy part is they like go through what, like they were out of conversation. Now they're all of a sudden back in the conversation. They never stopped though. They never stopped. They never went away. It's just the attention comes and it goes.
Exactly.
You know? And I think brick by brick, they just continue to move forward brick by brick. Do you think that Zoe's career is different if he doesn't wear the Triple P shoes when he was with the Lakers?
Hey, by the way he explained them, I think so. He said he was changing them shits every quarter. If you got to change your shoes every quarter, like it's like with me, it's like if I don't even like to go, I got to wear my same pair of kicks, break them in. He was putting a brand new pair of those on after every quarter because it was falling apart. He was rolling his ankle, and it's not, and I get it. Like at the time that was like the peak of Triple B. So he's trying to lay the foundation with Pops for the brothers. Trying to go against the grain because he didn't do Nike. But then I feel Melo also for just like, nah, fuck it, I'm wearing Pumas.
Melo's like, yeah, I'm good. I seen that, bro.
Yeah, I
seen his ankles up close. No Diddy, like I'm good.
I'm good. Puma cut the check and work.
Yeah. Speaking of, you think so? We got Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler's supposed to be. Let's see, Jimmy Butler. Let me show this. So Jimmy Butler, he's starting tonight versus the Nuggets. So it's Friday, and by the time y'all hear this, it's gonna be who knows Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
But Jimmy Butler's back in Miami. He's starting lineup after 2 weeks. So he came out basically talking about like he's trying to get traded, but Pat Riley was like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that. And so like they suspended his ass. Like so Denver Nuggets 7-game suspensions. He's expecting to be in the starting lineup. Do you think he's going to be in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think he'll be in the starting lineup. I think that they're not going to throw. Nah, yeah, I think they're going to have to start him. I think they're going to. It's just going to be. It's going to be. They're not going to make the situation worse by not making him come off the bench, and it's already. I don't know. I feel like it's already going to be slightly a bad situation in terms of like how the media is going to be after the game. No matter if he plays good or bad, the media is going to be. Like this, the questions that are asked is going to make the situation awkward. Period.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wonder, because Kevin Love like posted something like, I think it's a Wolf of Wall Street or something like that, like crypto, like he was like, we're back, I'm not going anywhere type joint, off the Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio. He posted that, and I'm wondering, and he was like, after the meeting with Jimmy Butler, with so-and-so, and I was just like, I wonder if they kissed and made up, and is he going to just...
I mean, yeah, I think who knows what's really going on in the locker room, but I think some of the statements he made to the public about how he wants to get traded and how like he doesn't want to play with them and they're not winners. I think that's what makes some of the
that's true,
stuff a little bit awkward. Yeah. Like or now, like if you go to the locker room and other guys are going, they might already have a chip on their shoulder, or someone that maybe won his starting spot really got a chip on his shoulder. Who knows what Jimmy's saying in the locker room with them, or if he did make up, but the media gonna twist it some way, and it's I feel like the media, after they're gonna ask certain strategic questions that are gonna make it so that the teams turn on them, and that's just what they do.
You already know. You already know what they about to do.
They can't wait. They're out. Everyone's in Miami tonight. They can't wait.
Yeah, they lining up right now, bro, to see what the Jimmy Butler show is gonna
30, be. He could be smiling, and they're gonna be like, man, so. You still feel like your teammates aren't winners? Or they're gonna say something. It's gonna turn. It's gonna be all over Bleacher Report, and it's like
it's crazy. Like I don't know. I'm holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath necessarily. I think he's gonna stick around, but you never know. Trade deadline's coming up, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about in terms of the trade deadline, and people making moves. You got Bradley Beal out here talking crazy, like, I'm only going to certain teams. I'm like, man, that's only if the teams want you. Like, I mean,
he literally, because he has a no trade clause, like, and then he said they have the no trade clause for like 3 teams,
but those teams don't have any room to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even have room to, like, I don't know what I don't understand the play there.
No, I don't know. I feel like it's with them 3 over in Phoenix anyway. Sometimes the game seems like it's just too much, and he's not necessarily him, but I feel like the ball needs to be in KD's hands more. Sometimes people want to still be superstars, and it's like, I don't know.
Hey, who showed me something this summer was D-Book, man. I became a D-Book fan this summer in the Olympics. Like, D-Book was hooping so cold in that role. Like, he was able to play a role and be elite at his role.
Exactly.
That it made Coach not play Jason Tatum, like, at all. Like, that's crazy when you think about it.
People didn't understand though. They're thinking it's like he has something against Jason Tatum, and it's like, these are all all-stars anyway. But look how Book is understanding his role. Like,
D-Book, bro.
And same with Derek White. He knows his role, And it's like, okay, it's the person you put in versus another elite player that's not a starter for us, but can he know his role? Is he going to just come in and pull some shit?
Right. You know, and you got a version of that happening on the Boston Celtics team with Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Double P is out there hooping this year. Like,
Hooping.
I think he's averaging what, like 16 off the bench or something? 15, 16?
He knows his role. He's a spark. He's just a hard nose. He's someone you want on the squad for sure. Like,
yeah. Yeah. That's dope. Well, man, let's shift over to the crypto markets, man. Are you investing? Are you like, what's going on with your crypto bags, man? What's up?
Man, right before we hopped on here, I was checking my shit, man. XRP was at 330, which is man, and then ETH was back up to 3,500. Man, shit's and we're not even, you know what I'm saying? We're at the beginning of the bull run. Like these are crazy prices, and we're at the beginning. So So I mean, I'm done stacking right now. I'm not picking nothing up because I already picked a lot of stuff up during just the whole bear market. But right now, I'm just fucking smiling.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I just had my mom hit me up about XRP like the other morning, and I'm like, really? Like, I've been telling you about this for so long, but it just takes that one person to say like, I just put this in and I made this. You need to go do it right now. And I'm like, don't FOMO in right now because you're going to get wrecked. Like, but at the same time, so like, here's the story. So this is why I think, you know, on Coinpedia, so they talk about 80 million XRP moves to exchanges, correction incoming. So is there a correction incoming? So it's saying 80 million XRP moves to Binance. So usually what this means, so like what they're saying is there's people that have like cold wallets. So a cold wallet is basically like your tokens. You can keep them off exchanges. You can keep them off the internet. They like the only person that can get to them is you. And so what they're saying is there's people have moved their stuff from the cold wallet onto exchanges, which is where you exchange your coins for money. So it's saying 80 million XRP moves to Binance. The price of XRP has shown consistent growth over the past week with 45% surge. During this time period, some whales and investors have dumped their holdings on Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. 80 million XRP is a lot. It's trading, let's see, what's it at right now? You said it's at 3?
It was at 330 when I was checking earlier. It's at 327.
327. Okay, as of the recording of this podcast, so it's at 327. I'm gonna bring up the charts. So I'm on Coin Market Cap. Bitcoin hit 104. Bitcoin's at 104. Ethereum's at 34.75. XRP 327. You know, I think XRP has more room to run. Here's the reason why. I'm gonna click on XRP real quick. So the reason why I say that about XRP is because of this. So this is what I look at, and some people, I'm just trying to put y'all on game real quick. So the total supply, max supply is 100 billion. Total supply is 99 billion, 99.8. But let's see what the circulating supply is. So the circulating supply is 57 billion. So that means only half of the tokens are out in circulation right now. So that means that there's 50 billion tokens that are, 60 or 40 billion, let's say 40 billion tokens that are not out in circulation. And anytime you enter tokens into circulation, that's going to water down the price.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm fearful of when it comes to XRP. And I'm not saying it's not going to run and not going to like go to who knows. I don't know what it's going to. And I also look at the market cap too. So if I look at the market cap, so you got people saying like it's going to $100, and I'm like, all right, hold on a minute. So the market cap of XRP is dang, my thing. Why are all these pop-ups coming up? I'm just trying to get to the main page. The market cap of XRP is 188 billion. Is that billion? 188, billion dollars. So ETH is 418 billion and Bitcoin is 2 trillion. So like, is it going to get to 400 billion? Maybe. Yeah, it could. You know what I'm saying? It could. And that's from 200 billion. That's a 2x or something like that. So that's $6 to $7 XRP. But I don't see it like, is it going to go higher than this? Maybe. I don't know, but like in order for it to do like $100, it's gonna have a bigger market cap than Bitcoin. Like,
no, yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's happening. It could. Crypto's crazy. It could.
It could. I mean, when they talk about, you know, some companies coming in like BlackRock and throwing like 9 billion into it type stuff, but even that isn't gonna turn the price up into the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people that are moving their stuff from the hard wallets over to the exchanges, also, that you gotta realize there's real like XRPers have been waiting 7 years for this fucking price. Like it's one thing when someone got in on ETH, like, oh, this is nothing, you know, we're pushing the 5K, 6K. XRP is like they just got the all-time high. People been down bad for
they've been down
years. So a lot of
I'm actually really happy for the XRP army.
So now they're just waiting for it to hit the all-time high, and then it's like, hey, I'll pull. Especially people that have been stacking that has been at 30 cents for the past couple years. It's
guess that's why I'm like telling people to be careful, because I was around for 30 cent XRP. Like I was sitting there staring at it. I should have been buying it, but like it was under like the SEC was fighting. You know, they were in a fight with the SEC, and so like the strong XRP folk were just holding tight because they were down so bad. But like if you're buying XRP right now at $3, just know that there's someone that was stacking it at 30 cents and a lot of it.
Exactly.
And they're gonna sell on you. Like at some point they're gonna dump on you. Like, so that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying be careful when you buy stuff that pumps like that. That's all.
Exactly.
Because somebody gonna take profits.
Oh, you got to. There's people been waiting, like you said, like 7 years to take profits at these numbers. And it's like they've been stacking throughout the whole bear market, waiting for these numbers right now. And I know some people get caught up in the news like, oh, but it's going to this. And it's like, yeah, maybe, but that doesn't change. Like that news don't matter in terms of other people taking profits.
Yeah. That's all I want people to understand. And also, like, on the Brick by Brick podcast, we're going to be talking about crypto. Like, that's one of the sections that I want to talk about and continue to talk about, because I talk about crypto every day. So that's the only market that I'm not into stock. I mean, I follow stocks in the S&P 500, but I think the cryptocurrency market is an emerging asset class. I think it's, I do think that there's going to be a manic like bull run, the biggest bull run in history this year. My hot take is, but with a manic bull run comes a really deep bear market. And I think you're going to have a lot of people get wrecked and a lot of people get hurt. I'm just saying that because I do think that the bear market could be less, who knows, just depending on, nobody knows what's going to happen. That's what's crazy. That's what makes this an insane year. And you only know if you've been a part of the last bull market, how crazy things get. Like,
when you're in the middle of the bull market, it's nonstop screenshots.
Yes.
It's just screenshot. And the market, man, people be, well, what's your shit at? And I've been stacking.
Notice nobody posts their L's, because there's more L's. Here's what I've talked. Like crypto, if you want to get into crypto and you want to be like in the bear market, do this. Just understand, like, it's about 75% pain and 25% fun and gain. You know, in my experience and being in for 3 years and being through the last bull market and then coming into this one, being here the whole time in the bear market, and now this, I'm like, okay, so I've done 2 to 3 years of down, you know, for 1 year of euphoria, or maybe not even a year, because I'm gonna be out of here. Like, I'm telling people, like, I'm selling by Q1. I'll keep some in, but I'm not gonna like keep all in as it starts heating up. I'm not interested in getting wrecked again. So yeah, man, like, we'll talk about the crypto market and what's going on there. So if you're interested in that, cool, follow. Like, if you don't like it or you don't mess with it, tell us why in the comments. Like, I'm interested to hear what different people have to say about the crypto market. So yeah, man. So we'll talk more about that. This is just the first episode, and I think, again, like, we're building this podcast up brick by brick, just like the name of it. Like, I'm still getting the logos down. You're gonna probably see a different like podcast logo. We might even have a sweepstakes so you figure something out. Like, but the key is just to start. You know what I'm saying? And that's no different than like investing, or like if you need to get if you're starting a podcast, or if you're trying to get a new job, or you're trying to go after a new whatever, or you're a hooper, or you're a baseball player, or you're a swimmer, or whatever, like just start, man, and then just start building brick by brick. And that's what you're seeing us do with this podcast, man, in real time. That's what's fire too.
Facts.
Because where this is going, who knows? But I know it's gonna be fire. Like, I'm excited,
bro. It's gonna be big, and that's what it is, brick by brick. I mean, it's just gonna be daily deposits, and it's gonna keep adding up.
Yeah, it's Shock. We'll have Shock. Shock's doing the same thing with Shifters, and shout out to Shock. Like, he's gonna be on here, and just we got a whole network of people that's tapped in, and there could be times where it's just J Dam interviewing, like just based on availability and whatnot. But we got people that are that already want to be on the show. That's the guests that are going to be on the show. I think are going to be crazy. Like, I think people are going to want to hear, like,
for sure,
some different perspectives and different athletes and people in the biz and whatnot. So yeah, man. So last segment is called Put Me On. So the last segment is Put Me On. So put me on to something that we kind of been already talking about this a little bit, but so put me on. Like, what are you on right now? What's making your head bob? What's making you happy? What's some dope shit you seen recently? You seen a new movie? You seen whatever? I got two that I'm gonna share with y'all, but you go first. Like, put me on, man.
Man, what did I see? I feel like I ain't seen nothing lately. I feel like, and I got a Fire Stick too. Like, I ain't even been able to. I've been so busy with everything. I ain't been able to watch nothing. I think the last movie I watched was, what I watched? I don't know. It was probably some kid shit, like with the kids. And stuff. I know. We were supposed to go see the new Den of Thieves 2 last week.
Okay.
But Timia hasn't seen it yet, so I had to rewatch regular Den of Thieves with her. But I think this weekend, we'll see how her damn Achilles is feeling, but probably go see Den of Thieves 2.
Okay.
Just because that movie's dope to me. And I ain't seen the new Gladiator yet either, so I
haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I need to go see all that. But man, I mean, shoot, you gotta put me on with something.
Okay, I'll put you on. So let me see. Music wise, so I've been on this week. I already know that everyone's on the new Boss Man D-Lo joint, or Boss Man D-Lo, however you pronounce that. To me, right now, one of the coldest heads in the game, I like Belly Gang Cushington. What you know about Belly Gang Cushington? Pause, no Diddy, but like Belly Gang Cushington, bruh, he sounds like Jeezy. If you're a Jeezy fan, you'll mess with Belly Gang Cushington. He's this albino bull from like Atlanta. So you look at him and you think, he's just like, why is he saying the N-word? He can't say that, but I think he's albino or something. I don't know. I ain't done it, but I'm assuming that, because like, how you come out of Atlanta like look like that saying the N-word, like brothers ain't gonna let you do that. Exactly. So, but he's a real cat. Like, he sounds like Jeezy. Like he rhymes like Jeezy. He doesn't sound like him, but he rhymes like him. The same cadence. He just don't got the ad lib. He has his own ad lib, but like, Belly Gang Cushington, man. Like, and you go hit his joints up, and you're like, dang. Like, and then you hear another one, you're like, oh. And you hear another one, like, oh, okay. Okay. This ain't just one joint. This ain't. So that's one. And then the new Larry June joint, January 14th. Larry June, I'm excited for what he's doing. Like, the new Larry June that just dropped. He just dropped a joint like the other day called January 14th. And man, that joint and the other one that Jake One produced, I think it's called Treasure something. Where is it at? I got it here somewhere.
I gotta
Treasure Island.
Okay,
Treasure Island.
I gotta be better with new music, because with me, I keep the same shit on repeat. Like, if you go to my stuff, it's gonna be Nip, it's gonna be Larry Jones, it's gonna be Lil Baby, probably Lil Durk, some old Kanye or something. But usually it's the same, like 3 or 4 people just in rotation.
Yeah, so you can lean on me. I'll always have something, because I'm always constantly just I like, feed me, pause, like give me all the music. Like, I'm trying to hear everything and anything, and then I'll just like latch on to something. I barely listen to anything like past 2 weeks, like because there's always just more stuff coming out. Like, because I grew up in an era where I had to like take the bus literally to the mall and like spend the very little money I had on one tape when there's like 10 I wanted. And that's all I had money for, and so I wouldn't be able to listen to everything. So now, like as an adult, I have access to everything. I'm listening to everything, bro.
No,
like,
yeah.
So that's on the music front. That's what I'm on. Obviously, or not obviously, but Salt is another one. Acts of Faith is super dope. That just dropped. If you like Cleo Soul, like soulful stuff. And honestly, my guy D Cruz, he's from Tacoma here. D Cruz, man, he dropped a joint, or actually he's dropped a few joints. Stevie, Gold Watch, like, and I think he has a show coming up in February. I'll say more about that on one of the future podcasts. But like, D Cruz, shout out to you, man. Like you did it on the Stevie EP, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, Wax the producers doing Wax Wednesdays. These are just local bulls that I know that are like super talented and sound super dope. So yeah, well, I'm always down to put people on, you know, put me on. Movie wise, last thing, Baby Girl. I went and saw Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman, and it's a grown folk movie. It's definitely a grown folk movie. But if you have a lady and you want to like watch something that's a little more erotic, I highly recommend Baby Girl. Okay. And just let me know how that turns out that night. But
yep.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just saying. I'm not saying like anything happened with me. I'm just saying, you know, like you should watch it and
is it theaters?
Later, I guess. Yeah, it's in theaters right now. But yeah, it's a I watch movies for like the writing and shit and the cinematography. Yeah. I'm a nerd like that, but like I was like, this movie's dope. Like it's sultry. It's good job. Like well done. So yeah, that's put me on, man. Like
speaking of movies though, did you hear Idris from Snowfall? They're thinking, I saw something about possibly having him in the new Black Panther and having him be the son grown up.
Ooh,
don't know how true it is. I would be with that because I've heard that, and then they also announced that Denzel will be in the new Black Panther too. So if they end up doing some type of thing like that, I think that'll bring it back for sure.
Please, let's go. Like, yeah, I'm trying to see that.
No, yeah.
I have one thing that I love Snowfall. It's like there's The Wire and then there's Snowfall to me. Like that's number 1 and 2 for me. I have one thing that threw me, that kind of disappointed me. I watch all of Snowfall and then I see the bull and I see him in an interview and I see that he's British.
Yeah.
I felt some kind of way about that, not because of him. He was great, not because of him. It's not a him thing. I love him.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood. Like it's damn, you couldn't find one African American man like to play that role. Like not saying that he didn't kill it. He killed it.
No, he for sure killed it.
He smoked that role. But like, I don't know, man. So that's all.
Facts. Yeah.
But yeah, man. First episode, man. Brick by brick, bro. We're gonna just keep going and just we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We're gonna keep building. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff and keep going, man. So brick by brick. You got anything for the folks on the way out?
Man, just stay tuned, man. We're gonna have something for everybody. Yeah. Watch the guests, watch the topics, man. You're gonna want to follow this along. Everything we got.
Yeah, brick by brick, man. We got nothing but dope shit in store. So appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Brick by brick.
Brick by brick.